Hey kids, I'm now filming on my iPhone. I'm in this hotel room. It is Sunday and whatever day it is, it's the 3rd of September. I'm in Cleveland and I'm trying to upload a couple of videos to stay on track with 78 days. The um, the problem is that the hotel internet is really slow and blah blah blah. Anyway, so I'm filming on my iPhone to see if I can upload day 20, which is the sun, whether I can upload that more quickly using cell coverage. And why I'm not able to tether my iPhone and my iPad, I do not know. Technology is a funny thing, and sometimes it is our friend, and sometimes it is not our friend, and today it is not so much my friend. Anyway, all that be it as it may. So, the sun. So the deck I'm using is the really quirky Marseille-style deck called the Angel Tarot, it was, I believe, I don't even know when it was made. I have a vintage version of it. So 1980, and it was made by the Angel. It has no angels in it, really, to speak of any more than you might expect in the Marseille. But it was made by the Angel Tarot Company, which is, or was, a Japanese tarot company, and distributed by Stuart Kaplan and US Games. And I have a very big soft spot in my heart for this deck with its butterscotch plaid backing and its color scheme of these golds and reds and greens. Look at this tower with, is that lightning? Is that flame? Is that a flower? It's just, it's just this gold, beautiful tone to the whole thing. And so in some ways, this whole deck is about the sun. This whole deck is about the goldenness of this life under this incredible furnace that allows all of us to thrive and to grow, and that illuminates everything, that makes it possible to see the very corners of our world, the very corners of our heart. The ways in which the goldenness of this deck is tied to its many greens and its russets, its colors of growing things and harvested life. The blues, these dusky blues, right, that remind me of the sea and the sky. And then when you get into, I kind of love the Empress. When you get into the minors, you actually have the French suit symbols, spades and clubs, hearts and diamonds. And the hearts are, for some reason, bright pink. Here's a club, right? So the wands are clubs. Anyway, and the distribution of in the pips, the distribution of the swords and wands, etc., is not standard. Oh, look at this Hierophant. The green of the Hierophant's robe. Anyway, the Fool. So, just one more, the Emperor. So this is a deck that all of its coloring recalls the sun and the light that the sun brings upon us. After the depths of the moon, the invitation into the watery deeps, into the unconscious, into the world of myth and archetype, after the invitation, and hopefully I'll be able to upload my moon video, which I just did on my iPad, but it's taking forever to go onto YouTube. But after the movement of the moon card with its recognition of a kind of initiation through, as I was calling it, the gate of non-duality, the gate of not two, the gate through which we pass in order to discover that there was nowhere else we needed to go, because it's all right here in our core, in our own sacred heart. After the watery depths and the mystery of the moon card, the sun invites us into the world of every day, into the world of human community, You know, in the I was looking for my iPhone to be able to show you the Rider-Waite imagery, but my iPhone is what I'm filming on. So, but you know, if you think about the Rider-Waite imagery with the for some of us, the creepy child on the horseback, he's emerging from the walled garden, and there's a sense in the Sun card as it gets reinterpreted by Waite in the Golden Dawn, that this is about an emerging through human history, and emerging sort of from the enclosure of human history back into a kind of second Eden, where all of the world is Eden, where it's no longer this paradise that we lost, but where paradise has been regained, and it's the whole freaking cosmos. So, you know, we can see the Sun card as a kind of culmination, a redemption of mundane life, so that now it's all infused with enlightenment. It's all been enlightened. Or we can see the Sun card more simply as a card that shows us the way in which, after having kind of plunged our own internal depths, we're able to be in the world, the most mundane world of human community, in a sort of more vulnerable and naked state, a more childlike state, a sort of returning to the innocence of the fool, but now having come through the world of experience. And to draw again upon kind of Buddhist ways of looking at this, you know, the sort of the Buddhist saying, which is also language in a Donovan song, you know, first there were mountains, then there are no mountains, then there are mountains. I think I'm butchering that language again. But this idea that, you know, we take things for granted and we're naive, and then we become experienced and we're like, no, that's not the way it is. But then we are able to come back to things exactly the way they were, only now we see them in their wholeness. We see every angle of our lives. What was in shadow before is now fully illumined. So that's the Sun card. The Sun is, you know, this is the card of culmination of our life in its fullest. We've gone through the shadows. We've plunged the depths. We've walked through the gate. And we found ourselves right back where we started. In this world of butterscotchy goodness. This deck makes me smile. I mean, this deck makes me smile. All right. Without further ado, I'm going to try to upload this and see if it works. And apologies for the weird angle and, you know, the iPhoniness of this iPhone video. Many thanks to you all for watching. Take care.